Good morning, everybody. This is Diggs. It's another beautiful day out here in the Pacific Northwest. And if you haven't heard, there's a new weapon that was released with the Nier Automata event today, and it is pretty good. In this video, we're going to be going over it. We're going to be looking at the stats. We'll be comparing it to some of the other great swords out there. Hope you guys are excited for this. Let's go ahead and dig in. So if you do go to the notices section right now and pop it open, you are going to see that the Virtuous Treaty is here as a crossover weapon. Now, this was added to the shop. It'll be here until July 7th, it looks like. And it is a pretty nice weapon. It's actually going to be starting off as a 4-star weapon, so you will be able to level it up to 5-star. And the weapon skills are incredible. The weapon abilities, not so much, but they're still pretty good. So it's going to have 24,500 HP, 2,500 attack, 2,000 defense. The main weapon skill, Virtuous Soldier, is going to be a 4x attack that deals 45% damage to a single enemy 4 times. What's important here is it is going to increase all allies' agility by 15% for 10 seconds. That's a pretty great buff when you consider that this ability has a cooldown of 14 seconds. That means you're going to be buffing agility 15% non-stop almost for all of your units. Virtual Valiance is a 3x attack. It deals 50% damage to a single enemy 3 times, and then it increases all allies attack by 7% for 10 seconds. So again, it is a 18-second cooldown on that one, and it is pretty good. And we have the standard Vigor, attack plus 10% and protection, which will increase defense 10%. And the question is, you know, where does this weapon rank in terms of great swords? Are there other light element great swords? And let's go ahead, take a look, and we will talk about this. First and foremost, this is freely accessible. So this is going to be a weapon that will be pretty easy for everybody to get and use. There is already a light element great sword that does come from the event that I already have maxed. So you can see it's lacking about 5,000 attack power here. I do have it fully maxed and fully evolved. So compared to the 5-star version of the weapon that came out, the Virtuous Treaty is going to have more attack, more HP. This one does have Fleet Foot though, so it'll be interesting to see kind of how we start prioritizing the secondary skills on the weapons in their secondary slots, because it could mean, you know, that while Virtuous Treaty is really good, the fact that it gives protection and not something like Fleet Foot could be a make or break for it in the secondary slot, right? Its only function could end up being only as your primary weapon, a light element greatsword, right? When you are running a light element composition. Now, it is going to be an upgrade for my deck because I am currently running the Type 40 blade, which you do get from the event. There are a couple other light element greatswords. Specifically, we have Akeha's greatsword, the Phoenix Sword, which I just recently got. It does have Vigor and it does have Fleet Foot as well. The Phoenix Fleet Foot is going to increase agility for the party, and then Phoenix Pursuit is going to increase as damage kind of chains up. There are some other light element great swords here. So let's go ahead and sort by light, and we'll kind of compare them, because really, you know, your only use for this weapon is going to be for a light element greatsword user in their main hand. We have the Stratocratic Fortune, if that's how it's said, which is actually a healing greatsword. Pretty niche, I would say, but also pretty cool. It does also decrease attack of the opponents. Comes with Aegis and toughness. Probably not going to be very big of a comparison here. We do also have the Rustic Knife, which will be Aegis and Vigor, and this is going to be much more of like a direct damage and also increasing defense for your composition. So overall, I would say pretty excited for this weapon. It's going to be probably a lot of people's first like 5-star weapon that they're going to have fully enhanced, and that's going to be a big deal for lots of people. I think, you know, there are people who are still getting into this game, people who still don't really know what they want or how they're going to build their units. If you're going to be running, for example, Summer Akeha in A2, you're now going to have access to 2 really powerful light element greatswords, which will help buff your light element composition even more. So for a lot of people, this might just be good for like high stats as a secondary weapon, as like a introductory weapon into the game. It's going to be a way to kind of open the doors for people and get people excited. I think the other implication about this, which hasn't really been talked about yet, is that if we're getting a weapon added like this to the Automata banner, are we going to get a weapon like this added for the Sunset banner? Because I have heard through the grapevine that there are other weapons that are going to be added to the Sunset port medals. Now, whether or not that's true, I really don't know. I really don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's going to happen. That is 100% a rumor that I am hearing right now that I am telling you guys, but it is something I am definitely curious about. Anyway, everybody, thank you so much for watching. It was a pretty quick video. If you do like videos like this, if you have any opinions of your own, make sure you drop them down in the comment section down below. And I hope you guys all have a great rest of your day. I hope to see you guys on stream later today. We are going to be doing some WoTV tonight, so I look forward to seeing y'all there. Have a great rest of your evening.